Hello everybody, this is Fuzzfinger, and today we'll continue on with the main story of Final Fantasy VII after having doing a whole bunch of optional stuff. That was loads of fun of course, but now we must move on to bigger and better things. We've used our gold chocobo to access areas we couldn't previously access and collect items we couldn't previously have access to, so hopefully all that has been worth it. It's taken a few videos and lots of hours of gameplay from my point of view. So before we do anything else, I'm just going to go and drop our gold chocobo off. Not that there's really any point in doing this, I mean, you can just keep it with you if you so wish. That's fine, but I'll drop it off. No, we don't want to land. We want to head now over to Junon. If you remember, a good few episodes ago when we last undertook the story for this game and we found Cloud in Medeal, we had a hint that there was an underwater reactor with huge materia. So that is exactly where we're going to go now. Find somewhere we can park, or land rather. I'm just going to double check there's a slash ore materia which we received not long ago in the ancient forest, if we have the morph materia equipped, and we don't, so I am just going to equip that. And I think we're going to give Barrett the mine materia just to start levelling that up again, to start levelling it up from scratch really, since we would like to master it and get another one. The mine materia, of course, we found in the episode before last, when we used our gold chocobo to collect items from secret caves and stuff. For now, we want to speak to this guy here who will give us access to the elevator for 10 gil. If for some reason you do not have 10 gil, you're going to have to go and kill some stuff to get 10 gil. Wait for this thing to move up here, and this will take us to the main area of Junon. And we've been here a few times now. If you remember I think it was the last time we came, or the time before, we was in disguise. And once you run halfway down, you'll get a little bit of a story sequence. Cloud seems to think there's something missing, and I would say it's the Junon cannon. If you remember, Shinra used it not long ago to destroy the weapon that was attacking the town. Now it seems to have vanished completely. And we'll just head straight into the middle section. And we'll just approach these soldiers right here. If you remember, we were doing some grinding on the first disc in this area. This is where we now actually are meant to access those enemies that we was grinding on, which is why it's quite lucrative at that part in the game. So, an easy battle here. And these aren't too difficult, although we'll have quite a few of them to fight while we're about. As you can see, not too hard at all. Probably wasted magical breath. $4,100 points of damage. Very nice. And we're going to head all the way down to the ocean floor. And another battle. This time I am not going to waste our enemy skills. If you're wondering, if you didn't watch the last episode and you're wondering what weapon Cloud is using, it's the Apocalypse. A nicely powerful sword that has triple materia growth on it. So if you want that, and I suspect you should want it, then please visit the previous episode where we go to the Ancient Forest in order to collect it. And along with the standard story battles, we also have random enemy encounters as well. So these things take a little bit more of a beating than the soldiers do. And they have an attack called Rocket Launcher as well, which incidentally doesn't actually do that much damage. There we go, job done. Another all materia is born. Marvellous, we love those things. Remember, a mastered all materia sells for 1.4 million gil. They're quite easy to master and are therefore probably the most effective gil farming technique in the game. So let's give Vincent another one. As we head back towards the... or we just keep going down really. Save point here if you want to use it. And I don't see why you wouldn't, so I'm just going to save my game. This is a different elevator, although it uses all the same model and backdrop and CGI or whatever it is as the previous one. And we're now in the underwater section. And the reason I equipped one of our characters with the morph materia is because there's a type of enemy down here called the ghost ship. And this isn't it. I'm going to show it you when it pops up. So I'll be right back with you. Okay, so this is the enemy we want. It's called a ghost ship. And we want to use our morph skill. We haven't used it yet, because there hasn't been anything worth using it on. So it's got 6,600 hit points, just bear that in mind. Because the way morph works is it's a small amount of damage, but it turns the enemy into an item if you kill them using it. So we want to wear it down but not actually kill it, because that is what the morph command will do. And okay, we cannot... Oh, please don't get rid of Vincent. Okay, that's really annoying, because now we're going to have to find another one. Okay, so now I'm basically going to try and morph this one, after we didn't have any luck with the previous one. And it doesn't do much damage morph, but you do have to kill the enemy. I've already got this one down to a substantial amount of low hit points. So hopefully any moment now, we should be finding ourselves morphing this thing. There we go. And we get the guidebook. Now what I want you to do is hold on to that thing, because later on in the game it's going to come into handiness, shall we say. I won't go into details right yet, because we don't need it right yet, but it saves us coming back down here later to collect it if we collect it now. So yeah, it's a key item. Make sure you keep hold of it. And we're going to head into the main underwater reactor. And how about we have some fun and use some abilities we don't use often. Should we see what Ultima looks like and what sort of damage it does? It's a nasty spell, I'll tell you that. Nasty for the target, not for the caster. Look at that, 6,000 damage. And that's an AoE spell as well, so that'll take out a whole group of enemies. It does use a lot of magic points, but what else do you expect? Talking about magic points, we're going to need to throw a few around here, I think, a few ethers. And we'll head into the elevator, another elevator, of which we need to find the button. There it is. Yeah, because that really makes it look like we're moving. And hopefully we're not too late to catch the huge materia. And this is the underwater reactor. We still have random enemy encounters, so make sure you take care of those. And let's try Flare. Flare's always a nice spell. Flare is of course from the contain materia. That's one down. We'll finish these off with standard physical attacks, I should think. Just as I thought. And we're starting to level up nicely as well. Cloud, of course, is using the Experience Plus materia. A couple of submarines around. And what has Vincent got? Not much. He can knackle along them though, if they're still alive by that point, which I don't think they will be. Not with the power of Cloud, Slash All and Barrett's Magic Breath. Oh, there is one still alive. They've got quite high defences actually, these things. This music does of course bring memories back of the opening of the game, the bombing mission. We do have a boss coming up, so you can save your game just to be on the safe side. Although it's not a particularly challenging boss, especially if you have Knights of the Round as we do. Got some boss enemies to fight here, albeit fairly simple enemies. Take that. Not the group. And Vincent is now level 53. And now we have two to fight. I wonder how we'll cope. I think Slash All does do a little less damage when you have multiple targets, but it's still a nice ability to have. Just going to double check what materia we have in that. In those 3 triple slot materials, we've got Knights of the Round, all materia which is nearly levelled, and Slash All, which I would like to master. One more battle here. Ah, these look a little bit more challenging. Maybe? I don't know. Actually, they're easier. And into the next section. What do we have here, I wonder? Two strange things I haven't yet seen. You do get a wide variety of enemy types in this game. I will give Square Enix credit for that. A lot of different models and stuff. Ah, and these have quite a bit of health. Not too much for us though. They seem to have a bit of a delayed kill animation as well. And there's that all materia leveled up. Nice. We should be making lots of gold soon then, I should think. Let's get that counter attack back in there. Where is it? There it is. And there's the huge materia. Uh-oh, does it look like we're too late? Okay. We need to be quick, I think. Oh great, Shinra are getting it. And what is that thing there? Just outside the sub. That will actually be the next boss encounter. If you hadn't already guessed. And it's Reno of the Awesome Turks. Of which Vincent himself was a Turk, of course, one stage in the past. And here comes the carry armor, which is the name of this guy. Now this is actually an easy boss, and just to make it even easier, I'm going to demonstrate the Knights of the Round materia since we haven't seen it in action yet. Definitely the most powerful materia in the game. And just in case for some reason it didn't kill him, Barrett can mime it, but it will kill him. If you don't have the Knights of the Round materia, just hit him with lots of lightning spells. He's got, I think, 25,000 hit points, so he shouldn't take too long to be killed. He does like to pick your party members up with his claws, although we won't be seeing any of that action today. Knights of the Round is of course an AoE ability. Definitely the most powerful materia in the game. Of which 13 knights come in succession. Each do a crap ton of damage. Non-elemental damage that cannot be interrupted. The only downside to Knights of the Round is that it does take a while to cast, as you can see. But apart from a couple of special enemies, there's pretty much no enemy in the game that can live through this ability. Especially if you power it up with some magic plus materials or level up your character so it does maximum damage. And although it's not doing that for us at the minute, it's certainly doing far more than enough. And it's goodbye carry armor. Not too challenging at all. We get a whole batch of experience and AP for our trouble, and the God's Hand for our reward. So, the sub's gone with the huge materia, and when we have Cloud back in control, we want to grab some of these chests on our way to move into the enemy sub. Don't want to miss any chests, just double check there's none down here. There's one that we definitely need to get. If we can find it. That's interesting. Ah. Scimitar. I think this is the one we need, the Leviathan scales. There they are. And they'll come into use later on. Let me just double check. I think the Scimitar is a weapon for Sid. Yes, I'm pretty sure it is, so we're not going to bother trying it on the others. Easy battle here. Even though there's 4 of them on the sub, we only, for some reason, have 2 in battle. Cloud will kill one and Vincent will kill the other. Ah, that makes sense. They should have pretty much fought together. They probably would have stood a better chance. The counter-attack materia is a nice materia, so make sure you level that one up. That pretty much is the thing that killed both of those enemies. Yeah, that's probably a good idea, but hey. Again, these aren't challenging at all. It is an attack from both sides, which is annoying. It means they get all the attacks in first. But Cloud's counter-attack materia will ensure that we don't have to fight them all at the same time. Vincent does about 30 damage less than he needs to one-shot those things. And it's going to be a massive race now to collect the huge materia that the Shinra have swam off with. And that is certainly something to look forward to, but for now that is the end of the episode. So we'll save our game, and hopefully the huge materia will wait until next time, where we will have a fun submarine battle on our hands. So yes, and a few other optional things I want to do after that. But I hope you've enjoyed this episode. Please consider subscribing to the channel if you don't already, and like the video. I hope you've enjoyed it, and if you have, I will see you next time. I've been FF7, thank you very much for watching. Bye for now. See ya.